Hey guys, how you doing? In this video segment, I wanted to talk about my pre-MEPS experience. So if you've never been to MEPS before, never been in that hotel before, I'm going to talk about the night before you go to MEPS. So you're more than likely, if you're going in as enlisted or an officer, you're going to be staying at a hotel. And the reason why you're going to be staying at a hotel, it's just simply because, from what I understand, the military just basically wants to house everybody together and keep them together and get them ready for that pre-MEPS or that MEPS experience for applying for their military application process. So it just basically, believe it or not, expedites the whole system and gets you done at MEPS a lot quicker. That's hard to believe and say because it is a long day, but fortunately there is a process that kind of gets you there. So with my pre-MEPS experience, what I ended up doing is I stayed at a hotel and I checked in to a facility called a Freedoms Club. And the Freedoms Club is basically a area or a hotel of the hotel, excuse me, in the main lobby that has a large TV, nice seating area, had a whole bunch of video game consoles and TVs where kids could play video games. In my case, it was a PlayStation, so there's a whole bunch of PlayStations and TVs where kids could play. They had a nice pool table, a chess game, and they had several internet or computer stations where you could hook up to the internet and hang out online. So that was kind of nice. So it's really, that's what the Freedoms Club is all about. I know that they have several facilities across the nation that has similar Freedoms Club places like that within the hotels and helps get the enlisted applicants through to the MEPS. So it's really cool. I mean, if there wasn't a Freedoms Club or a facility or a place to hang out, what else would you be doing at a hotel? Nothing, hanging out. So I think that's why there's a purpose there with the Freedoms Club. So that was kind of cool. When I checked in, my recruiter made sure that I signed my name off, basically checking in with that Freedoms Club, and he took off, and I was given a key card and a meal ticket. And I'll talk more about the meal ticket later, but I was given my key card to my room, checked in to my room, and I walked in. It was a standard hotel room. It was above average. It wasn't a 4-star hotel room, but it was definitely average / above average. And really, you've been inside a hotel room before, hopefully. If you haven't, really quickly, had 2 beds where you'll be sharing a room with another military applicant. The guys will be sharing a room with the guys. The girls will be sharing their room with another girl. So it had 2 beds. It had a bathroom, a flat screen TV. You could watch TV. Can't see any movies, like rent movies. If you want to rent movies, then that's extra. If you want to know about free internet access inside your room, that's not free. From my hotel, you had to pay extra for that. And making calls within your room with that the room phone, I believe that's extra too. You basically want to check with your hotel to make sure what's free and what's not free for that night, and that's really going into the rules, which I will go into now. So later on that evening, I was asked to check in with the Freedoms Club along with the other guests of the night at the hotel, and we went over the rules, what we could and could not do, emergency exits kind of thing. They asked us to be in our rooms at 10 p.m. We weren't allowed to wander outside the hotel or wander outside of our rooms after 10 p.m. So they're really strict about that. You probably don't want to mess around either because if you're caught or busted, that may end up putting a stain on your application process the next day. They're pretty serious about that kind of stuff. So the hotel Freedoms Club that I stayed in, I don't know if that's going to be the same place for you or the same company, but they do talk to MEPS. So just want to give you another heads up there. Don't goof off or get in trouble. Um, and after they went through the rules, I was able to take my meal ticket and have dinner that night. So basically, that meal ticket is just basically the golden ticket to give you a free dinner that evening. And I checked into the hotel restaurant, which was right next to the Freedoms Club, and it was a restaurant of the hotel. So I had whatever they had on the menu that evening. Had a little itch there. And basically, I went through the menu, and if you want to know what I had or what you can have, I had a nice hamburger. I chose a hamburger and fries. I was feeling that for that evening. I had a salad, had dessert, I had water, and I had, let's see, other soda too. So that was good. The meal was good. It wasn't crappy food or anything like that. And after that, I went upstairs and just hung out in my room. And it was a early morning the next day anyhow, so I wanted to make sure that I got my rest. So I woke up at 3:15. The house call at the hotel was 3:45, and they asked you to report downstairs at the main lobby or the Freedoms Club at 4:15 together with your roommate, or what they call a battle buddy. So when I woke up 3:15, I checked down. I checked in downstairs, excuse me, with my battle buddy, and from 4:15 to 4:45 we had breakfast. Used another meal ticket too to check in, and this time it wasn't like dinner. It was in my case, it was more like a buffet, breakfast style, where they had scrambled eggs, they had bacon, country potatoes. They had cereal, milk, they had coffee, orange juice, and water. Toast, they had pastries. I believe that's what they had that morning. I highly suggest to go out and out of your way to eat, even if you're not hungry. It's going to be a long day. You're not going to be eating for a long time, and you're going to be tired. And the last thing that you want to be feeling is hungry at MEPS, because at MEPS, they're only going to give you a simple bag lunch, and that's going to be way down the road, probably around noon. But remember, you're going to be waking up early in the a.m. and probably between 6 to like 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock, you may not be seeing lunch. Depends on your MEPS. For me, for my experience, I was so busy with my own stuff, I didn't eat until 1 or 2. But I believe the MEPS will be catering lunch for you at a proper hour. It's up to you. Hopefully, they will be giving you that lunch, and it's up to you to get that lunch. So basically, after breakfast, we were asked to report back in the main lobby and hop on the bus before 5 o'clock. And we all got into the shuttle bus, and away we went. We went to MEPS. So in a nutshell, that is the pre-MEPS experience, the night at the hotel. If you have any questions or comments or suggestions, please let me know. I would definitely like to hear from you. Make those comments down below. Subscribe to my channel if you like my channel. This is a brand new thing for me. I'm doing this again to let you know if you haven't seen it before for free. I enjoy helping as many people as I can and really sharing my experiences with the military and the Navy as I go on. So the more comments, the more suggestions, the more emails that I get, the more I am actually encouraged to do videos for you. So until next time, that's all I have. And I'll talk to you guys later with the awkward pause. See ya.